The story of the diesel engine begins with one man, Rudolf Diesel. Diesel was born to German parents, Theodore and Elise Diesel, on March 18, 1858, in the city of Paris, France. Diesel was a curious child growing up, and he always had a knack for inventing. He grew up in Paris until his teenage years, when he and his parents were deported from France when the Franco-German War broke out. Diesel went to a technical high school in London, and then moved to Germany with his family. He then was out to get an education from the Technical University of Munich. After his schooling, he was shipped back out to London, where he originally designed fridges, but then set up a workshop and began to toy with the idea of an internal combustion engine. In the 1890s, Diesel began experimenting with engines and a single cylinder, trying out coal dust and vegetable seed oils to create a more efficient form of fuel. His work eventually led to the invention of the first working diesel engine prototype in 1893. But it wasn't until 1897 that Diesel finally secured the necessary patents to mass produce his engine. This was the true birth of the diesel engine, one that would eventually change the technology of engine manufacturing across the world. Now, you may be asking, Danny, why are you talking about the 1890s? The topic was supposed to be from 1900 onward. It's 10 years, give me a break. The diesel engine reached the United States in the early 20th century, but it wasn't until 1919 that the first diesel engine manufacturing company, Cummins Engine Co., was founded by Plessy Cummins in Columbus, Indiana. Whoa, someone really likes the letter C. At the time, people were skeptical of the diesel engine. The technology was new, and new things aren't always accepted. That, and it was complicated and expensive to build. However, Cummins recognized the potential of diesel and worked to make diesel more practical, especially for trucks and cars instead of just boring old generators. But how do these engines work? Diesel engines operate on a process called compression ignition. They have a 4-stroke engine pattern, and a diesel engine works by pulling air into the cylinder by opening the intake valve. Then it closes that valve while the piston pushes upward, which compresses the air inside. During the compression stroke, the fuel injector injects fuel into the cylinder, which is highly combustible by making a small explosion that drives the power stroke, which makes power for the engine to run. The final stroke is the exhaust stroke, which lets out all of the smoke and burnt-up fuel by opening up the exhaust valve. This sequence is responsible for the black smoke that comes out of the exhaust of most diesel trucks, also known as rolling coal. Diesel engines were initially used in stationary applications, like powering factories or electricity plants, but by the 1920s and 1930s, they found their way into industries like construction and transportation. Companies like Caterpillar and Allison Engine Co. led the way in adapting diesel engines to fit heavy equipment and commercial trucks. In 1931, Caterpillar introduced its Diesel 60, the first diesel-powered tractor. This change revolutionized farming equipment by making it more powerful and efficient. Diesel engines quickly spread across industries, powering everything from ships to trains to construction machinery, and by the mid-20th century, the diesel engine was fully embedded into U.S. manufacturing and transportation. Today, diesel engines power a variety of vehicles and machinery. From trucks and trains to ships and power generators, diesel engines are at the heart of industries that drive our economy. In the boating industry, companies like Caterpillar and Wärtsilä produce diesel engines for large cargo ships, cruise liners, and fishing boats. Their durability and fuel efficiency makes them ideal for the long-distance travel. In the automotive world, companies like Volkswagen, BMW, and Ford manufacture diesel cars, which are known for their long driving range and fuel efficiency. BMW even makes a 2025 BMW X5 that can be ordered with a 3.0-liter V8 turbo diesel. This BMW and many cars like it prove that diesel isn't only used in more rugged machinery like trucks and trains, but even in an everyday family car. Over the years, diesel engines have also become cleaner. In 2010, the government implemented a new law where all newly manufactured diesel engines have to be equipped with a DEF system, which stands for diesel exhaust fluid, and is a mixture of urea and water that helps reduce harmful emissions. People don't really follow that rule, though. So, how have diesel engines changed over their course of being in the U.S., and how have they impacted the country? Diesel engines have evolved from a complex, expensive technology to an integral part of the economy. Companies like Cummins, Caterpillar, Detroit Diesel, and Perkins played major roles in these advancements, helping make diesel engines more practical, efficient, and environmentally friendly. Today, diesel engines are crucial to industries ranging from transportation to construction to power generation. They've revolutionized how goods and services are delivered, contributing to the economic growth of the U.S. As we continue to rely on diesel technology, it's clear that diesel engines will remain a vital part of America's industrial and transportational landscape for years to come.